Yes, you are welcome to the deliberation of the legal research that I would like to do it, research proposal, reclaiming the right to life and investigation into the intimate partner violence in Monza. So that is the title of it. Then directly we can go to the table of contents. In the table of contents, when you are showing, I don't know why that you followed that method. Because in the table of contents, the list of the statutes and instruments should be, and the first preliminary pages should be in the small Roman numbers. But it is a research proposal, it is. For that, you need not to write the preliminary pages. Not necessary. Because it's a research proposal, what you have to say is the first title would be there. Later on, you can write on the main heading research proposal. Enough. Table of contents, introduction. Yes, when you write like that, you can write from here 1.0 or 1.1 introduction and 2.0 background of the study, 2.3. No, when you write 1.0, 2.0, no. When you make it the research proposal, that is going to be a chapter 1, hence you have to write 1. So we don't write it 1.0, then next one is 1.2. The background of the study is 1.2 and the statement of the problem is 1.3. That is the way. So when you write it, the background of the study, the S should be the capital letter. Because you made the small letter S, that should be the capital letter. Is it clear? And then it should be 1.2, not 2.0. And next 1.3, you have to make it the statement of the problem. Again, the P should be the capital letter. But you made the small letter. So it should be changed to the 1.2 background to the problem and 1.3 statement of the problem. 1.3 and objective of the study becomes 1.4. That becomes 1.4, the objective of the study, but the S should be the capital letter again. But you wrote the small letter. S should be the capital letter. And here 1.4.1, you have to make general objective. What is general objective? 1.4.1, general objective. Then O should be the capital letter. And you made it the small letter there. So then the specific objective becomes 1.4.2. 1.4.2. And the specific objective, and O should be the capital letter again. So this is you did not, I think, watched my earlier YouTube lessons, because there I clearly mentioned. And this becomes 1.4, it is 1.5, research 1.5, it will become a research question. Research question is a outdated one. I don't know, the South guidelines, do they put the research questions or they write the hypothesis? That is outdated one, because generally research questions we are not using now, we are using hypothesis. The research question is nothing but specific objectives. I believe, again I will say, research question nothing but specific objectives. But here this is hypothesis is the right way to say. Hypothesis is a singular, always side heading, subheading and heading should be singular, not a plural form. Then again come 1.6 here, you have to make it 1.6 is the significance of study. Then the significance of the study, S should be the capital letter, study. In the study, S should be the capital letter. Again, here it will change automatically. 1.6.1, 1.6.2, 1.6.3. Is it clear? This will automatically change here. Again, the right significance of the study to the researcher, no. I don't know why you write significant the study to the researcher, significant the study for the institution. No. Don't write all those. Remove all those things. Remove all those things. Not only significant study, enough. Not the breaking. So remove all those things. Then it becomes 1.7 research methodology. And then this becomes 7.1 research design. Now 1.7.1 because these are all one research design. Again it will become 1.7.2. 1.7.2 is the data collection, C capital letter and M capital letter. C capital letter, M capital letter. Is it clear? And then data analysis, this 1.7.3. This is come 1.7.3. And there you have to write data analysis, D capital letter you rightly mentioned, but the A should be the capital letter, analysis. Analysis should be the capital letter. Then it becomes 1.8 literature review. It becomes 1.8 literature review. And then 7.1. This is becomes 1.8.2 research plan, 1.8.12. You have to make it out. Again, you are ready to you have to remove 2. 1.8.1 research plan, 1.8.2 research cost analysis. This should be changed. Numbering should be changed. And bibliography, you need not to number it. No. After literature review, generally that you have to write, I don't know what is given in the format, because after literature review they will write limitation of the study. I don't know whether you see it or not. Did you see it? 1.9, it comes limitation of study. So after that one began the research program. Somebody told that, but research proposal definitely should go with the chapterization and scheme that is called scheme of study, chapterization. And because nobody is sponsoring it, hence you need not to mention but you can mention the time frame. Up to this time, this will be covered. Up to this time, this will be covered. Third chapter, this will be covered. Fourth chapter, covered time factor. People will write. Then, if any appendices are there, appendices. But I don't know whether you are following the questionnaire method or whether you are following the direct method, interview method. What method that you are following here? Huh? Means direct. How do you give the interview without following the questions?
No, that's need to enter the guide. Since I've been using the productive approach and not the conductive.
But anyway, that should have to, again, you have to make who are the targeted groups. That you have to mention there. The list of statutes and instruments, you have to write in alphabetical order. These are all. List of statutes and instruments. When you write the center list of the statute and instruments, it should be all capital letters, not small letters. And in the center. And domestic law, when you write, you should write the left-hand side margin. Means it is a side heading. Side heading always left-hand side margin it will come. And the domestic law, when you write, D is capital letter and L also the capital letter. That is the style. Again, the Constitution of United Republic of Tanzania, when you are writing it, then C should be the capital letter, but you wrote the small letter. And the Basic Rights and Duties of Information Act, CAP is the abbreviation. When you CAP is the abbreviation, generally C should be the capital letter, AP should be the small letter, and ends with the full stop. CAP full stop 3. RE 29. Law of Marriage Act. After Act, then you put the comma. And generally, if you want to write year, you have to write it. But somewhere you are writing year, somewhere you are not writing year. So uniformity should be there. So year should have to mention after the comma, then cap. And again the cap, I told you CAP cap, C should be the capital letter, A small letter, P small letter, and full stop. Ends with the full stop. In the same way that you have to do in the judicator application of the law also. And when you say the international law, make it drag to the left hand side completely. International laws. When you say international law, again you have to keep I in the capital letter and L also to the capital letter. Because every word first letter should be capital letter except conjunctions, prepositions and articles. And African of Human Rights, okay, HPR and comma 1981, Convention on the Elimination of All Forms, very good, 79, International Convention for Political Right, 1969, good, no mistakes. Then African Charters, adopted, A should be the capital letter. Adopted, within parentheses you wrote adopted, 2003, entered into the force in 2005, okay. List of cases, and generally when you write the list of the cases, if it is center, it should be the capital letter, but generally we have to write the center only, the list of the cases. When you're writing the center, all should be capital letter, list of the cases, all should be the capital letter. And bold means make it black. And when you are writing the list of cases, wherever the cases appeared, it should be in italics. Right? You wrote Republic versus Pascal, Houston Lipita High Court of Tanzania, and at Ruangwa, Butwara District Registry. It is an unreported case. If it is unreported case, you have to write unreported within the parenthesis. Then you have to write also High Court has dealt or a Court of Appeal has dealt. And what is the case number? Case number also you did not write it. And whenever you write the verses, we should be the small letter. We always, this is the new style it is. Republic versus Pascal, all should be in italics. Up to what extent? Up to Houston Lipita, then comma. And this is the High Court of Tanzania, HC. When you write High Court of Tanzania, you don't write generally full form. HC and comma, we don't write Tanzania, we write either Dar es Salaam or Arusha or Mbeya. That will come. So here Rungwa, HC Rungwa. Yeah, it is enough. Then unreported, that is number is there, criminal case number or miscellaneous number or within bracket unreported. Like you wrote unreported. When you write unreported, you should be the capital letter. Yeah, you are right. Criminal case number. Number is the abbreviation. Hence, in capital letters, O small letter and full stop. You need not to write decision made. No, not to write decision made. You can remove it. Just you write unreported enough. And all these should be in italics. All the name of the title of the case law should be in italics. And write the Richard Tarimo versus Republic, comma. You write the comma. Next TLR. Is it a Tanzania law report? Tanzania law report never go with the square bracket. Square bracket we don't use it. Square bracket we use it only to the where there are volumes are there. For that, like All England report, it is in volumes. And King's Bench volumes. Appellate Court AP, Appeal Court, it is also volume. And Times Law Review, it is in volumes. And those are things come in the square bracket. But other things write in the circular bracket. But EALR, you can put it in the square bracket because there are rules are there. List of abbreviation acronyms. Don't write acronyms because abbreviation A should be the capital letter because it is in Katikati, center of the page, and it is a heading, hence all capital letters and bold. Abbreviation, enough, need not to write the plural form because abbreviation consisting of the four type. Number one, initialism. Number two, acronym. Number three, shortening. Number four, contractions. So those are all called all abbreviations. Okay, gender-based violence, good, no problem. RE, revised edition, don't keep the full stop. You can remove it. But in the old style, they put the full stop. And we are use a small v versus. And that you keep it in italics because v is versus is italic because it is a Latin terminology. Versus also Latin terminology. Put it in italics. So that is the way that you have to make it out. Okay, after the abbreviations, World Health Organization, okay. Introduction. Yeah, because it is becoming a research proposal and hence you have to write the Jew research proposal in the center, bold and all capital letters and 1.0. And with this 1.0, I don't know why you did not push it to the total left. You have to push it total left, but I don't know why you kept it. It should be from the indentation. And the left hand indentation is big and the right hand indentation is small. But I saw here both are equal. Left hand side margin should be more and the right hand, like suppose 4 inches left hand side, 2.5 inches right hand side. So that is the scale that you have to use it. So introduction, okay. 1.0, we can go through it, very nice. And then, of course, small mistakes are there. Such, when you write such production of the such fundamental rights, these should be there. And here the most important development in history have included the following. Then 12, what is, I don't know, 12, 15, what is the 12, 15? Is it the year? Magna Carta. You better write the Magna Carta, next you write the year. So that will be quite good. Otherwise, no, we'll have a different, what is this idea. And the petitioner writes, oh, all these things. Why do you mention all those things? The most important development in the history was included in the following. No. Try to avoid them. Introduction. Why all those things that you wrote 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the Declaration of Human Rights? Because those who wants to say, you write in a paragraph. Write in a paragraph keeping the year. Because these are all the international instruments. Write in a paragraph. Don't write 1776 colon and 1789 colon 1940. No. Make it a one paragraph. All those things. And again, the right to life, up to that extent, you make it a paragraph. Then the right to life is there. The right to life is the right to should not be interpreted narrowly, and which is given in the page number 8. Right to life. From there it is okay, no problem. But other things, no, put it all in paragraphs. Yes, now background to the study, again 2 should be extreme left should come. And S should be the capital letter. And don't leave any space. Let it start from the left hand side completely. And then right to life, so and so, man, local, prevalence, resulting. Small mistakes are there but overlooked because they will not check the full grammar. But when you are writing the first footnote, World Health Organization, in the page number 9, World Health Organization, within parenthesis 0 2021, Executive Summary World Organization 18, March 2021, and you wrote the HTTP, but where is that? Within parenthesis, you have to write accessed on date, month, and year, and circle bracket close. Then put the full stop because fundamental rule is there. Every footnote ends with the full stop. And the same way, Kapiga, S. Harvey, Muhammad, you wrote, again you wrote public health. A trial public health and HTTP, again within parenthesis you write it, accessed on date, month and year. Then bracket, close it, then you put the full stop. Because I did not see the full stop in your footnote. Did you put the full stop in the footnote? The rule is all footnote ends with the full stop. But if you happen to see the third footnote, United Nations report, R should be capital letter, and D capital letter, drugs, then C capital letter, crimes, and global G, you put the G capital letter well. But I don't know why you did not put the S capital letter, study on homicide, H should be the capital letter. So, this is the United Nations report. A report should be there, or the act is there, or legislation is there. Every word first letter should be the capital letter, except prepositions, conjunctions, and articles. So next page, if you throw it, okay, an investigation into IPV. Where did you write the full form of IPV? You wrote in the earlier IPV because you used here IPV. If you wrote earlier IPV full form, you need not worry over here. If you did not write the full form IPV, now here you have to write what is IPV. What is IPV? Huh? So you have to write the full form when you are making IPV. Let me also check what is IPV. That means prevention of domestic violence. Okay. Because one meaning of IPV is intimate partner violence. Is it the meaning? But you have to write there, IPV stand for IPV in abuse. Means intimate partner violence is in abuse. So that is the way you have to write the full form. Then you can put the IPV there. And once you made the full form, the IPV, and here and after IPV, you have to write it, but later on that you can use the IPV. And you wrote in the 10th page, IBID. And IBID is a Latin terminology. When the Latin terminology is there, and it should be always italics. And every footnote, I told you, ends with the full stop, but you did not put the full stop there. And then 3.0, you drag it to the extreme left. And the statement of the problem, okay, well and good. And then, okay, 4.0, of course, your numbering should be changed automatically. This numbering should be changed. What I told you earlier. The objective of the study, S should be the capital letter. And then you say the general objective, O should be the capital letter, general objective. But here again you wrote the footnote, but anyway, no footnote, not a single one is end with the full stop. So all footnotes ends with the full stop, and you should have to make it out. Then come to the matter of general objective. Only one general objective is there, to investigate how the fundamental right to life can be protected among the women in intimate partnership with regard to the cause of and circumstance and intimate partner death. Okay. The specific objective O should be capital letter. And when you write the specific objective, what are the variables should be there? The following specific objective which have been coming to the are some matter. Main objective you wrote. The specific adjective. Yeah, when you write in specific adjectives, small Roman 1, don't write full stop. Write arrestor, means like this bracket, circular bracket. You write small Roman and arrestor. That is the style. Specific objective. Small 2 Roman and arrestor. Small 3 Roman and arrestor. That is the way of writing. And when you write this, it ends with the semicolon. The semicolon you have to write. Number 1, the last, you say among the intimate partners, semicolon. The two to evaluate the legal weakness in the protection of right to life on female partners, and last is the right to life, again semicolon. Then the third one is there, then you write and, A and D and. The third is to evaluate the extent to which the right is protected and proportionally among men and women in Tanzania. Now, general objective is 1 and specific objective is 3. Then your hypothesis should be 4. Because research question means hypothesis. How could you write only 3 here? Because 1 is the general objective and 3 are the specific objective. So the general objective is going to be termed the first hypothesis, and the specific objective 1, 2, 3 is going to be turned into the 2, 3, 4 of the hypothesis. So hypothesis should be here total 4, not 3. The researcher is going to test the following hypothesis in his work or in this work. Then small Roman 1, arrestor, the first general objective should come there. The same wordings are different wordings, but the gist is the same. So total I should see how many hypotheses, total 1 plus 3 you made, so it becomes 1 plus 4, means 4 hypotheses. The first one reflects the general hypothesis, and second hypothesis reflects the specific hypothesis 1 respectively. And every hypothesis ends with the semicolon. And the last one, semicolon, and you write the next 5, small Roman and arrestor. So that is the style. And when you say the numbering should be changed here, scope of the study, it should be the capital letter. And then the research will aim to investigate, not on is not as investigate, reclaiming the life with intimate partners in Mwanza city in Tanzania. Later on, significant of the study, he wrote, numbering should be changed and S should be the capital letter in the study. In the study, S should be the capital letter. Again, then comes, since human rights are protected in the universal, again the numbering should be changed. You remove all those things I told you already. Remove all those things. Significant for the study for the institution, significant study, remove all those things. 7.4 up to everything will be removed. Only research methodology would come. And the methodology should be, M should be the capital letter, you write it. The numbering should be changed again. And the research design, okay, numbering collected, data collection method, C capital letter and M capital letter in method. Then primary data, secondary data. Then comes public in question, respondents. You have to specify the respondents. Which type of the respondent that you are going to interview it. Whether they are the educated people, whether they are the professionals, whether they are the semi-skilled people or they are the farmers. And why you want to choose. And what is their age group also. So that way that you have to make it out. Then data analysis, numbering should be changed. Either it may be 1.8, 1.9 comes. And the analysis, in data analysis, A should be the capital letter again. The A should be the capital letter. Again, the literature reviews are concerned. Okay, when you have book you are referred and journal you have referred and everything should have to come there. The citation should be in the footnote. Suppose if any case law is referred over there, the case law should be written in the italics and the footnote should be there, the citation. And every citation, I mean footnote ends with the full stop. But when you see the 13 and 14, you did not put the full stop there. So again, adapter 203, no full stop. Adapter 15, 16, 17. I don't know what font that you used here. It is so dogo. 9 fonts you used. 9 fonts, not visible it is. Change to the 10 font. Font means the style, the size of the letters. The size of the letter is letter size. Font means Times New Roman. Times New Roman is the font style. Then again comes, when you happen to see the page number 17, in the case of Richard Tarimo versus Republic, you wrote, in page 17, in case of Richard, last paragraph, in case of Richard Tarimo, you put the V capital letters. No, it's an old style, small letter V. And as I told you, no, the small V, they should be in italics. They should be in italics. So that is the way that you have to make it out. When you once wrote it, okay. Then where we have gone to, Tarimo, the small V, I told you, okay, you write the small V, enough. And then go around. And what he covered, what you are covering here, that should have to reflect here. The author of the covered in this aspect of it, but in this work, means the author would like to go in this style that you have to make. That should appear. How many books that you referred, how many things you referred? Only 2 or 3. You have to refer some more. Even the journals also. Only 2. No, 3 or 4, 5, 6 at least. Some of them journals, some of them notebooks, books. And the standard books you have to follow it. And then you give the citation. Research plan, okay, you can make it out. Research plan like this, how much the area, but that should be reflected there in the content page. The research plan, research cost analysis, this should appear in the content page. I did not see. Of course, nobody is paying you, you need not to write the cost analysis. Suppose if it is a sponsor, it is there, you can write the cost analysis. Or you can write the time frame, you can write it, no matter. And try to keep the limitation of the study. And later on, okay, you can write bibliography. When you write the bibliography in the center, I have told you all capitals and bold. All capitals and bold when you are writing bibliography in the center. Otherwise, you have to keep the, because here the side heading is there, books. Books should come extremely left and it should be either alphabetical order. But I don't know what style that you used here. Because when I saw it, American Psychological Association, APA, referencing, at the time, the Mashamba you wrote CJ, Mashamba, the Mashamba should be capital letter and followed with the CJ and with the full stop. C full stop J, full stop, comma. So again, you have to keep in the mind, if it is a book is there, title of the book always in italics, and newspaper title always in italics, journal title always in italics, and ends with the full stop. But I did not see litigating human rights in the African institutional law and procedure and practice, Law Africa. It is a book. So what you have to write it? A book should be underlined. I mean, a book should be italics, then ends with a full stop. Then author, I mean, edition. There is no edition. If there no edition means it's the first edition. And here it will come adjacent to the author, hence the place of publication you have to write. The Law Africa is Dar es Salaam. And the name of the publisher is Law Africa. Of course, here already written 2017. Kabudi, PJ also the same. A comparative study of the fundamental rights and the freedom of individuals in Kenya and Uganda. And here, which is the book, which is his article. I'm saying Kabudi. It's a book. When it is a book, Human Rights Jurisprudence in East Africa, colon, because there are the two titles are there. A comparative study of the fundamental rights and freedom of the individuals in Tanzania is a second title. So the entire thing is a title and which will be corrected with the colon. Again, I told you that title of the book should be in italics. Yeah, that is more important factor. Again, the name of the place of publication, name of the publisher, who who published it. That should have to be important factor. Yeah, if anything that you write here, Lubawa, you wrote reflection that Tanzania Bill of Rights, volume 14, number 2, cover with the definite dates is given. And the space should be given from where? Common law bulletin. Yeah, it is the common law bulletin is the name of the journal. So when the name of the journal would be there, it should be in italics. And the title of the article you can keep in a single inverted comma. But no italics. You need not write the italics. You write only the single inverted comma. Which one? Title of the article. See, title of the article is different and the title of the journal is different. Title of the journal should be in italics. But title of the article you should keep in the single inverted comma. Enough. No italics. So here you did not write books. WW reproduct, you need not write. You can remove it. You can show there in the internet sources.